So over to me, really what we've been seeing in our lives over the last 20 years, I mean, really more specifically since 2012. I remember so excited. It was 2012. Yay! Like the world was going to change overnight. But instead, what we saw and what we have been seeing literally for the last 9 years is the old energies, the collective unconscious beliefs, all of the kind of societal beliefs, the way the world is set up and run. If we just can look at big business or banking or, any of these kinds of things have been built over hundreds and hundreds of years, a couple hundred years, definitely, and probably longer, because that collective belief can be really deep around men being in charge and women being less than, right? So all of these belief systems, conscious and or unconscious, because I think most of us are pretty, or were pretty oblivious to the fact that that's still that old boys club, that the idea that women are less than. Women still, in the average, in the studies, women make 80 cents on a man's dollar. So we still make 20 cents less for the same job. So if I was a manager in a corporate whatever bank, I'd be making probably 20 cents less an hour than my counterpart. And this has become so normal that no one even, how do you even fight it, right? But all of these old beliefs and all of these collective ideas and all of these judgments that men are better or smarter or better at doing this kind of work than women are, all of that has to go. So when we have these huge kind of energetic portals, like the February 22nd, 2022, right? 22222, these kinds of numbers, these are very powerful gateways. And what that means is unconsciously and consciously, there's lots of light workers who are working on dismantling a lot of these energies and beliefs consciously, right? They're being dismantled. And for lack of a better way to explain it, it's like watching the crap just float to the surface. And so all that stuff that was hidden, whether it was in your body energetically, your chakra system, in the unconscious levels and layers of your body or your mind, it starts to come up and then it's in front of you. And then you're like, ugh, this is awful. And we really kind of often we take it personally. That's what I notice. Sometimes I'll be like, God, the world sucks. I'm just, taking it personally. And then it's important that we kind of realize, we go, nope, it's not personal. It's just not personal. And so that when we can let go of that belief that we're responsible or it's aimed at us, that's a whole phenomenal level of energy we can let go of. And then we can start to see, what is me? What's my belief? What has my attitude been? What do I have judgment about? What can I become aware of so I can let it go, right? So all of these collective unconscious beliefs are showing up to be changed. And the record keepers started talking about this really back around 2012, because that's the process we've been in for 9 years, pulling up the garbage to take it to the dump. But while we're taking it out, right, when you take out the garbage, sometimes you smell it, sometimes it falls on your shoe, right? It can be a messy business. And we're still experiencing that. Now, the way the Akashic record keepers have been talking is this next 9 years, 9 is a number of completion. So a 9-year cycle is a complete cycle. And we just stepped into this next 9-year cycle on literally January 1st of 2022. And it will end, December 31st of 2030, I believe, is the way that goes. And so we have 9 years to create what we want to create in our lives. And I think that's bringing a lot of pressure up for those who are conscious of that. All of you light workers who have been kind of wanting to help humanity to change. There's been a lot of, to me, stress and pressure to help humanity to shift, to wake up, for me to teach everyone how to access their own soul guidance through their own personal Akashic records. I feel the pressure, I feel that stress phenomenally strong, which is, why I find a lot of, these other things like starting to meditate became really important. Getting enough sleep, eating healthier, having downtime, more exercise, a lot of mundane things like that, physical exercise, good food, all of that helps our body to be healthy, to feel safe. And when we can have a healthy, happy body, it's easier for our soul, one, to literally integrate and merge even on another deeper level. And we need the body to create and manifest in this earth plane. So it's kind of a lot of levels of how everything comes together. It's not about spending your life meditating and forgetting the body while it sits there. It's about bringing all these aspects of being a soul in a body, having this, living this incarnation, and bringing our gifts out into the world anyway, even though we're in these bodies. And as we do this, as we raise the vibration of the body, integrating the soul even in further, we will really see ourselves able to manifest our new earth. We will be able to create what our heart and soul has come to create. Even though I feel like this February is very powerful, many of us are seeing and feeling the old energies moving through, the collective unconscious, the depression, sometimes just the struggle, the denseness. We look around and we think, oh my God, the world sucks. So, do I really want to keep doing this? But the real answer is yes. Keep at it with your passion. Keep your focus on your gifts and your talents so that you can bring them out to humanity and help us all to transform. This year, 2022, is the start of a new 9-year cycle. And what that means, if we go back to the last 9-year cycle, which started in 2012, I think most of us light workers thought, woohoo, we've arrived, right? We're in the 5th dimension. We're like new people. This is going to be great. It's like going to be a party from here on out. Certainly, that's what I thought, and all my friends thought, because we'd already been working at it for a pretty long time by 2012. And that's not what it was like at all. I think every single year I'd think, are we there yet? Are we there yet? I was like one of the worst little kids in the back of the car. Are we there yet? Right. So what I realized is that we were in this very powerful 9-year cycle between 2012, right, the end of the Mayan calendar, and 2021. So New Year's Eve of last year was the end of that 9-year cycle. So of course, January 1st of 2022 is the beginning of another 9-year cycle. Now this one, actually very excited about again. The last one, 2012 to 2021, was about, the record keepers keep showing me, like, in the olden days, you would like shake out the rug. I guess if people have small rugs, they still might go shake them out. People would hang their rugs outside and beat them to get all the dust and garbage out. Well, that's literally what that 9-year cycle was. We had gotten complacent. We had been stuck in some low vibration for 1,000 years. And it was time to shake things up, to wake up. And so that's what we've been doing for the last 9 years. So digging out the crap, throwing it up in the air, trying to sift through it, figure out what we want to keep, what's worth keeping. And really, I think just dredging up a lot of unconscious thoughts and patterns and beliefs that, of course, we're unconscious about. And so they start to come to the surface. We have tons of collective human beliefs and patterns that we've been living in and working in for at least the last few hundred years that I would venture to say most people are unaware of. And most people, I'm going to say, are probably still unaware of them. If you were, which I'm sure you're not living that muggle mundane life, if you were, or your friends or family are, you may find that they're maybe angry or upset or annoyed at what's happening in the world, but the energy isn't strong enough to wake them up yet. Now, the hope is that over these next 9 years, 2022 to 2030, more and more and more people will wake up. And that means not really wake up to being enlightened, but at least kind of wake up and realize there's more to the world than just my job and walking my dog and maybe, having a little fun on Saturday. We're waking up to there is much more to life than just getting a new car and going on vacation for a week. And so what's happening is we're becoming more aware of the unconscious patterns and beliefs, the collective beliefs that we've held for hundreds of years. And when we become more conscious of them, we can see them and change them. And that's the fabulous news. And it also kind of sucks because it can feel really, crappy. It feels depressing. It feels upsetting. It feels sad. We've felt lost and alone, and we've lost a lot of people of even these last few years. And many people have been alone, and it's confusing. And I also know energetically, the vibration is raising. So we're experiencing kind of the crap that's been thrown up, all that dust in your face. If you ever shake out a rug, if you're not careful, you're coughing and sneezing and you have a lot of dust in your face. Well, that's what the last 9 years has been about. And this new year is about creating the foundation of the life that our soul has come here to create. So in February, we've been in a very big energetic portal where I think a lot of that energy is still coming up to be seen and changed. And as we're moving through this 22222 portal with all the, February 22nd, 2022, anyway, all of those pieces, as we're moving through it, it will get easier and lighter as we move into March. And then is really the time to focus on creating what you're drawn to create, what your heart desires, what you've wanted to do for the last 9 years. Write that book, take that yoga class, get out there, take an Akashic record class. I teach online. Get out there and do things that you feel in your heart is something you desire. Jump in. And that's how we're literally building this foundation of the new earth, of this new world that we're creating. There's so many ways I believe it's going to change over the next 9 years. I can't even imagine because it hasn't coalesced and manifest yet, but I get kind of little abstract glimpses from the record keeper sometimes. And it feels really exciting. It feels really good. I know that we're going up in vibration. I know that we are going to bring through so much more information to help to heal the planet, to create more water on our earth and healthy food on our earth for everyone. I really believe that there's a lot of healing the earth and helping humanity that we're going to focus on for this next 9-year cycle, so that we can go forward and create so many more things in the following 9-year cycle. So I look forward to being with you through this 9-year cycle and creating a beautiful, powerful, loving world we can enjoy.